sir.
You got 25 seconds.
Smoke grenade out!
I hate losing. Hate it. Hey folks, Wabi here. Welcome to Dog Red map, Day of Infamy. One of my favorites. Love to win this map as US. A lot of people will complain that you can't win as US, but if you do a few simple things, everybody works together, you throw lots of smoke, and you rush, you'll win every time. I actually think that Objective C is a little bit harder than A to get. Just because C is an absolute grind fest. Having said that, the beach is pretty grind festy too. But if you do a few things right, your team does a few things right, you'll do fine. This one starts off, I start on the US side. We do very poorly, and then I switch sides halfway through just because I like to win as the US. So I like a good challenge. Here we go. Without further ado, let's begin. Alright, picking sides here. This is where you pick your units. You earn these through either doing tours, so you get to 1,000,000 points, you'll get some more tours, or you can actually purchase these online. I'm too cheap for that, so I'm going to earn them. Gosh darn it, on my second tour. Down here you're going to see once you get your maximum veteran kills, I think it's 600 or 800 or something with this weapon, you get a worn weapon. Once you get all your headshots, which I do not have, you'll actually get other perks too. I don't have that yet with the bolt action US rifle. And down here we're looking at our entrenching tool. You get that again through badges, and you get a certain amount of knife kills and you get an entrenching tool. And if you get a certain amount of entrenching tool kills, you will get brass knuckles. Oh, Johnny, where's radio? Get your radio. Get your radio.
Let's get up there!
Come get a radio. We're gonna die.
I got you a radio.
Alright, so I've picked the officer class. I use binoculars to call in already, and smoke and ammo and stuff. Right away you're allowed smoke or ammo that you can bring in. I do supply drops, kind of secondary whenever I can, in strategic locations, but smoke on Dog Red right away is a good move. So you can also set your bindings to call in with rifle sights, artillery, but it goes pretty quick, so check it out. I grabbed a lot of smoke. I got 2 smoke grenades plus the heavy kit, so I'm able to have 3 smoke grenades, and then I keep throwing them, and as long as you're behind kind of that half track on the right and the tank on the left, you can keep resupplying, I think up to about 4 times. You know, smoke is really important. This is the point here where you gotta get your last resupply in, just behind this half track. On the other side of the beach, there's a tank right about the same distance in, so then you're on your own. So I still got 3 going in here, 3 smokes, and I'm just whipping them everywhere. So if they can't see you, they're gonna have a harder time hitting you, and smoke is your best friend.
Hey, you got some pretty fast feet, sir.
Keep up, son. You watch the door. You watch that door. Behind us. Now that was a pretty poor gun run. Some guys got this timed really well so that when the other team's coming out of their spawn across to the point, you know, you can wreck them pretty hard. My timing's not great. It's probably something I can improve on there for sure. But it's a good place to be in the bunkers there with your radio man, in this case Johnny, who's a very excitable guy. And he was very helpful though. He stuck close, right? You gotta have a radio guy with you. Stick close. He's watching the door. Everything's good. So yeah, good place to kind of get some kills and protect your guys that are attacking the point is from those side bunkers. You're also, though, very exposed from when you're up on that hill looking into the bunkers. You got a good profile going on from people that are on the hill, so you can be seen pretty well and picked off pretty good too. So careful of that.
I'm throwing smoke.
Now the real trouble with this first round is, you know,
Throw a smoke grenade.
not too many guys are throwing smoke. There's a lot of guys that are not rushing. They're just laying on the beach trying not to get shot. Which, you know, you'll never win a game if you don't take the point. And if you don't throw smoke, you can't run across the beach. So it's a pretty simple thing. Bazookas should always try and take those bunkers out. There's holes all over the place too. At the bottom of the bunker here at A, where you need a bazooka to take it out, or some TNT. I always find going up the sides here is the easiest route, to be honest with you, and to get in there. Yeah, I got shot there pretty good. Right down here.
Station, this is squad leader. Can you put smoke right here? We need cover. I'm gonna smoke it,
Guys, throw smoke. Hey, Johnny, speak. Oh,
Where the hell are you, sir? Oh my God! Lieutenant's down! Lieutenant's down!
rush, rush, rush. Yeah, I just recently adjusted my graphics to be sort of in the medium range. And something weird's going on there with the reflection on the water. I apologize for that. That's kind of a new thing, so I'm going to have to dial in my graphics shortly. Get that back in order.
Smoke grenade out! Shit, I'm pinned here! Look out! That's a bomber!
All right, a couple easy kills there. You'll find too, like, one of those guys should have recognized the sound of the American gun. It's very different than the German sound, very different. So they should have heard that, and or at least checked the door. Had one of them checking the door periodically. Right bunker is clear, guys. All right, so there we had a machine gunner on the beach who was kind of shooting at the bunker. That's his job, his or her job, and that's important, you know, keeping the fire with machine gunners down on the beach. It's kind of a dangerous job, though, so be careful. It's a lot better if you have smoke and you shoot through the smoke at the ridge and stuff. But do check your map. Check your map often. It is M, I believe, and is in Mary, and keep checking it because it's important. If that guy checked the map every once in a while, he would have realized that it was indeed one of his teammates in the bunker.
Bastards, gun him down! Oh, Jesus, they're coming, sir! They're coming!
Good job, Private Johnny.
I don't want to die.
I
I want to go home. Oh, Jesus, Lieutenant's down! Lieutenant's down!
Rush to the point. Radio.
Station, this is squad leader! Can you put smoke right here? I'm throwing smoke!
Throw smoke, guys. You get back.
I'm gonna smoke it, guys! Hey, guys! Smoke grenade out! Guys! Run for the chance! I need a radio over here! Station, we're gonna need to have a bombs in position! Get them away!
Let's go. just not enough smoke. You know, no one's rushing. Here's a guy hiding behind the tank there. And this isn't how you win Dog Red. So if you're gonna run across the beach with no smoke, you're gonna get picked every time. If you're gonna lay behind the tank, then really you're not gonna get a win. So you gotta rush.
Hey, I need a radio over here. Hey, I need a radio over here.
Smoke.
Jason, this is squad lead. Can you get us some smoke right here? Ah, shit.
We gotta push up, sir. Come on. Push the hell up. Come on, man. Oh,
Need
Jesus.
smoke.
I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade.
Can't run on that beach without getting killed.
I'm pinning him down. I'm being shot at.
Station, we're gonna need air to strafe this area. Can you let them know?
We are going to lose this. So you know, we just gets uglier and uglier. Most smoke, same old story. No rushing, and doesn't make for a Dog Red win. Here's a fella hiding under the tank. Oh, okay, everyone's see on the beach there. It doesn't really work. Oh, there's a guy that made it up to the bunker. Quality of play here is maybe not the best either. Been involved in some games where teams really work together, and you know, makes for a tough game. Very tough game, especially when you have good defenders and good attackers. This wasn't one of those, but it was still. The next round was very enjoyable, and it's come up real soon. The hell to the point.
We're gonna lose, sir.
You have 25 seconds.
Smoke grenade out.
We're gonna lose.
I hate losing. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. That was no smoke. No rush. No win.
I'm on a Percocet.
All right. So here we are. Round
Here we
two.
go, guys.
Switch sides to US.
Someone give me a radio.
Took officer class again, and now we're gonna see how, you know, if we can win. And I bet it involves a lot of smoke.
Station, this is squad lead. Can you get us some smoke cover right here? Over.
Bit of a glitch here where I am stuck at this speed for some reason. I'm stuck in here, and I'll get running here in a minute. I'm running.
What the hell? I'm gonna
I'll
smoke
get there,
you
and
guys.
there we go. And why are radios important? Listen to this exchange here.
Smoke grenade.
So what does a radio man do?
Smoke grenade out.
Takes the messages for artillery, like all the P-47s that come in for gun runs, Stukas, all that kind of thing. Just kind of stick to the officer and keep him alive.
Station, this is squad lead. We're gonna need some ammo. Can you give us a drop?
Rush now, there's smoke. Rush, rush, rush. If we can get up here, we're good. Someone clear out that bunker radio up here.
Station, this is squad lead. We need artillery on this location.
You can
Over.
watch left the bunker right there and there.
Hammer loading, cover me.
They come across this field here.
Station, we're gonna need air to bomb this position. Get them over here quick.
Here they come.
Nope.
This does not work. We're capturing Able.
Rush the point, boy.
I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade. Station, this is squad lead. We're gonna need some ammo. Can you give us a
Save your
drop?
ammo, boy.
Smoke grenade out.
Keep rushing, come
I'm
on.
throwing smoke.
Throw smoke and rush. Now you notice coming up here that we've got a bunch of radios. Now, a lot of new guys playing in this game, guys and girls. radios are just sort of learning how, you know, what their role is. So it all starts coming together here real soon. Radio. Radios also help cap points by at least twice as much.
We need air support! Shoot the bastards!
Oh,
Okay, just got word!
If you're dead, get a grenade. Everybody needs to smoke. I'm throwing these grenades by just running, you know, pressing shift and going forward, and pressing my right mouse button. So that's running forward, pressing my right mouse button. Sometimes I'll actually jump while I do that, and I'll get a little extra distance. You can use your middle mouse button too to do an underhand throw. You can also time that with the jump, and you know, underhand throw gets you a little less arc, so you can kind of throw it over a small wall or something.
it's just so you know, I'm not actually a radio man. I'm just a rifleman with a radio on my back.
Nice. Radios help cap really fast.
Yeah.
They're pretty
G42 in the bunker here. Seems like our team's already got to him. Okay, you found like super good.
Command report for securing station. This is squad lead. Can you
I'm gonna get over there, I think, after you do this. Alright, you wanna go cap that?
Grenade out.
Let's wait for one more here.
Alright.
5 seconds.
Cover. Station, this is squad leader. Can you hit this position with artillery?
Come on, you don't walk to.
Command reports for securing Able.
Press that point.
I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade. I'm gonna
Radio,
smoke
radio,
it,
radio.
guys.
Right here. Saucy fruit.
1 second.
Someone give me a radio.
Here's a ammo box coming up here. To use an ammo box, you just press your F key, and you can resupply. It might limit you and put some seconds in between the frequency that you can do it, but usually once is enough if you're pushing.
If you're gonna be rifleman, you might as well be radio.
Well, you really should be throwing as much smoke as you can. There's not enough smoke going on.
True.
Wait, sorry, what'd you say about being the radio man?
You might as well be radio man if you're gonna be rifleman.
I'm throwing smoke. Station, this is squad lead. Can you get us some smoke cover? I'm gonna smoke it, guys.
Get desperate, boys.
I'm gonna throw smoke.
You gotta get desperate.
Someone give me a radio. I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade. I'm throwing smoke. Smoke grenade out. Reloading. I'm gonna throw a smoke grenade. I'm gonna smoke it, guys.
Alright, I'm here for both officers. If you guys need to call anything in right this minute.
We need air support.
Let's go.
The bastards got him down.
Up the sides, work fast, up the sides.
I'm gonna need some help.
We're done. Now that we've capped A, we're going to use the same tactics to push on to B and take B. So we're going to throw smoke past the point at B and just keep rushing. And also use a lot of radios to try and cap that point, because the radios speed that up a lot. Whoa. Nice aim. Let's look at that again. Well, looks like I shot him, but I got shot from a sniper in the distance. I still got bad aim though, don't I? Here I'm spending supply points that I've earned with kills and with capping points. So, you know, just as backup, I pick up a revolver. Barely ever use it, but nice to have there. And always good to spend your extra supply points as you earn them. So the team here is throwing more smoke. This guy here is throwing it in behind the point to provide cover from the point and where the Germans or the defenders are coming from their spawn.
Look how fast they're capping
Which
with
is just in behind that bunker there.
Sweet.
This guy's wearing a radio, and you'll notice they're capping
Look at that.
really quick. So radios are a wonderful thing. One thing about radios though is they are noisy, so you're gonna get heard and sometimes shot because you're wearing them. But for the most part, great thing to have.
Important to note that radios can get shot and become ineffective, essentially. So you can be wearing it, but it might not work if it's been damaged by a bullet or a grenade or something.
Nice cap, boys. The radio, let's go to the top of the hill here. So you just heard the ammo box drop down from the sky there. It makes a little clink clink. And they can kill you, so be careful. They can squish you, and they can actually squish your opponents. There's a badge for that too. I think it's called Boxed, and it took me a couple weeks to get it. It's a fun one to get though. You can also use ammo boxes to block entry to doors and that sort of thing. You can make a big stack of them just so they're hard to, you know, more of an obstacle. But they can also be used to cover from, you know, our players, but also the other side. And don't forget that ammo boxes and supply drops can be destroyed by arty and air from the opposing team.
I wouldn't advise going this way. It's a restricted
Let's,
area back
oh
there.
no, we're good, buddy. This is the best way. The other team is not playing the points, which is not good. So, you know, that means that we're going to cap faster, but we've got a whole load of radios too on the point here, so it's the fastest I've ever seen C cap.
That was quick. That with the power of 5 radios.
If it's defended properly, this can be a real grind fest. It can take a long time to actually capture, and most of the time it's defended successfully. I had a team kill there, so I was just apologizing in chat. Always good etiquette to apologize for your team kills. Pretty straightforward at this point. We need to eliminate the last wave of defenders and destroy the radio. You can do that with any weapon, knife, grenade, whatever you like. Sometimes a well-placed air attack too. Arty will certainly destroy it, or Stuka on some maps.
Nice job.
That's how you do it. Radios. You guys are
All
awesome.
the way. That was great.
It's the most
Teamwork.
radios I've ever seen. That's the fastest I've ever seen.
It was really good.
Hey, I
Let's do
killed
another one.
somebody.
So there you have it. Dog Red, a win and a loss. Hopefully that was helpful. Key points are to use a ton of smoke, rush the point, continue pressure, and prevent the defenders from reorganizing their defense. You definitely want officers and radios working together. If you can, have a couple of riflemen bring an extra couple of radios when attacking the point, because radios can help cap points way faster. Bazookas keep those bunkers clear and bust out the walls where access to bunkers can be gained. Machine guns and snipers keep the ridge and bunkers clear and throw smoke from the back and the rear on the beach for your team, protect them from dangerous sight lines. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.